Hello there, friend. Imagine you're on a journey, walking down a path toward your dreams, your goals, your ideal life. But as you walk, you can't help but feel like something's missing. Like no matter how far you go, you're never quite where you want to be. That, my friend, is what Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy call the gap. It's that frustrating space between where you are and where you think you should be. And if you're like most people, you're stuck there, measuring yourself against an ever-moving target, always feeling like you're falling short. But what if there was another way? A way to flip the script and start measuring your progress not by how far you still have to go, but by how far you've already come. That's the gain. And this book is your guide to making that shift. Let me tell you a story. Imagine two people climbing a mountain. One is constantly looking up at the peak, groaning about how far they still have to go. The other pauses, looks back at how high they've already climbed, and feels a surge of pride and motivation. Who do you think enjoys the journey more? Who do you think keeps going when the climb gets tough? That's the power of the gain. It's about focusing on your progress, your wins, no matter how small, and letting that fuel you forward. The book dives into why we're so wired to focus on the gap. Society, social media, even our own brains trick us into always wanting more, always comparing ourselves to others or to some perfect version of ourselves that doesn't exist. But here's the truth. The gap will never disappear. There will always be another goal, another level, another dream. And that's okay if you don't let it steal your joy. So how do you start living in the gain? First, you reframe your thinking. Instead of saying, I'm not where I want to be, you say, look how far I've come. You celebrate the small wins. You keep a gain journal, writing down your progress every day. You surround yourself with people who remind you of your growth, not just your gaps. And most importantly, you realize that happiness isn't a destination. It's a way of traveling. This book isn't just about feeling better. It's about achieving more. Because when you focus on the gain, you build confidence, momentum, and a mindset that attracts success. You stop chasing an illusion and start creating a life you love. Right here, right now. So friend, which will you choose? The gap, where you're always lacking, always chasing. Or the gain, where every step forward is a victory? The choice is yours. And if you're ready to make the shift, this book is your perfect guide. Happy reading, and here's to celebrating every step of your journey.